Kahit na sobrang pangit, tingin ng iba sa akin, sinimpaan kung tungkulin, iandog buong buhay ko, yan ay maaasahan nyo, yan ang aking pangako. Di nyo alam dahil sa inyo, dangal ko'y ihahain, buhay ko'y iaalay, ito ang aking layunin. Di nyo man ituring na bayani, maglilingkod pa rin ako, dahil pulis ako, pulis niyo po. Kahit saan madistino, ayos lang para sa akin, lahat ay titiisin para sa bayan natin. Di nyo alam dahil sa inyo, dangal ko'y ihahain, buhay ko'y iaalay.
Welcome back to Philippines Uncut. I'm Buddy Kunana. Tonight's topic is Remembering Edsa, Conversations with General Antonio Sotelo. Welcome back, sir, to our second segment, and thank you very much again for appearing on the show. You know, sir, we flashed that video about the fallen 44 policemen who died in the Mamasapano engagement. And we talk about this now because, you know, as we are celebrating the anniversary, 29th anniversary of EDSA, we're talking about agenda, we're talking about moving the nation forward, and unfortunately, we also have to, you know, this kind of tragedy happens in our midst. And very tragic day for all of us in the Philippines. And what are your feelings, sir, about this massacre of the 44 Special Action Force policemen?
Well, I wrote an article
Yes, sir.
about this, and I had it published in the Facebook. And I thought that this was a comedy of errors, and the investigations revealed the kind of organization and the institutions that we have, and the kind of people we are, and the country we have. I've been watching, you know, the pictures of these guys that were killed there in those uniforms, splendid uniforms, and I tell you, the guys who shot them, perhaps were just nakaapak. It's a pity
Yes, sir.
that we have to lose 44 in the encounter with people na nakaapak lang siguro yun.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We lost, I think, six officers, or 6 or 7 officers,
Yeah.
and along with the...
So this is really a tragedy for our country. But I hope that this serves as an awakening to the Filipino people, because that loss is a reflection on the kind of institutions that we have. And if we want really our fighting people to really behave well and fight well and do their job in an excellent way, the society that brings them there must be a society that they can, let me say, a
Yes, sir.
society that is perhaps worth of dying for.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, this kind of society that we have, sad to say,
Yes, sir.
it's not really worth dying for.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, in this whole episode, this very tragic episode, where did the government go wrong? What went wrong? It was really a confluence of events, really, that led to this very tragic massacre. But what went wrong?
Yeah, well, I can just make a comment on the tactical side.
Yes, sir.
This side at the highest level, of course, I don't know. I don't know what happened over there. you see, we had a group of 392 people who went to serve the warrant of arrest. Now, they knew that the area is very hostile,
Hostile, yes.
and they went there with their eyes wide open. The fact is, realizing the perils that are involved, they brought in 392 guys with them. But sadly, as the investigations unraveled, most of these people were just from there. They were just put together
From different units, from
from
different parts
different
of the
units
country.
at the last moment, and then went to such a perilous mission. So when finally this thing broke out into a firefight, they were not fighting as a team. They were not fighting as a team.
Yes, sir.
They were fighting like a ragtag army.
Yes, sir.
And the result is this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Firstly, they were there early. Strategically, they had the advantage because they were there ahead,
Yes, sir.
and they could have positioned themselves right off. But one was, I think, 55, SAC 55 was in the right position. The 84 went in to get the quarry.
Yes, sir.
They succeeded. But the supporting, the rest of the people, some 300 of them,
Yes, sir.
were in nowhere to provide mutual support
Yes, sir.
when the fighting erupted. And then when they were told to reinforce, they did not even try hard enough.
Yes, sir.
Proof is, nobody was even killed among them.
Yes, sir.
And nobody, I think, was even wounded.
Yes, sir. Of the reinforcing,
Yeah.
the force that's supposed to reinforce
Exactly.
the 44, the people in firefight.
Yeah. That's why I said, I think these people were never trained together, did not train together. There was no esprit de corps. There was no coordination among them. And mentally, I would say, they were not prepared to go to combat.
Yes, sir. So it really was an ill-planned mission, ill-planned, ill-conceived mission. In that sense, I mean, looking at it from the outside and
Yes,
seeing,
because although the commander knew, okay, this is your position, this is your position, this is what you're going to do, this is what you're going to do. But then these people never trained together, they were never, you know,
Yes, sir.
they never even exercised perhaps something like that.
Yes, sir.
Now, we know that when people go to war, they practice.
Yes, sir.
When they raided, if you remember the case of Bin Laden, when they raided, before they raided
In
Bin
Pakistan,
Laden,
yes.
they even had mock-up of the place where the terrain, etc., and they practice on that mock-up.
So everyone has it down like clockwork. It's all
Right.
They
Right.
every possible scenario
Yes.
is taken into
They
consideration.
trained. They
Yes, sir.
made the mock-up. They trained on it, and then when they were ready, they went.
Yes, sir.
This is a case where they get people from one area and they put them together.
And
bring them
unfamiliar
there.
with the terrain
There.
that they're operating in, and okay, sir. Talagang, I
So,
mean, yes.
as I said in the piece that I wrote, it was really a comedy of errors.
Yes, sir. In the piece that you wrote, sir, which is all over social media, you were also very critical of the PNP itself. Would you like to explain your position there?
Well, the theme that I was trying to portray is, we cannot expect the guys below who do the dirty job do it well if the people at the top do not do their jobs well. See?
Yes, sir.
You look at the PNP as an organization. This is not, I'm just trying to point out objectively why the people below failed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You look at the PNP. What is the record of the PNP?
Not very good.
Not very good.
Yes, sir.
You have their current chief suspended, one chief languishing in jail. they buy a helicopter, they do not even distinguish a brand new one from a used one. You know. So what do you expect of the people below? You see?
It's reflective of the way an organization is managed. Absolutely.
Precisely.
Yes, sir.
And besides, you know, the people below, if they are not happy with the people on top, they will not really try their best. You think these people, they will take care of themselves first because they know the people at the top are taking care of themselves. So they would rather be thinking about family than fighting.
Yes, yes.
And that's why you notice these guys in the battlefield, they were texting. What kind of people are these that we send to battle?
Yes, sir.
Texting, you take off your eyes from the enemy, in a second, you're dead.
Yes, sir. What do you think is the problem, sir, with the PNP? Because in the AFP, and which you were a part of for a very long time, it seems like it was better run in a way, in that sense, better managed.
Well, you know what it is, how it is in the Philippines. What do they say about you are in the PC?
May sweldo na.
May
PC na may sweldo pa.
may PC ka lang, may sweldo pa.
See, sir, even I heard that.
You know, these are things that we have to bring out.
Yes, yes.
Because if we do not correct these things, our society will never,
Yes, sir.
will never improve. These are things that we have to bring out. Like our national government. What do you expect from the national government? They cannot even fix a road well. They cannot even maintain a train. Whose technology, as I said in my letter, 18th century.
Yes,
People already riding on trains. And we cannot even maintain a train that goes to Calamba
Yes, sir.
and back. My goodness.
And so how could we expect them to carry out this very
And-
intricate operation?
And we expect people to go to war and win a war? My goodness. So these are the things, these are the problems of really, in the greater context, this is a problem of our society. We send athletes abroad.
No one wins.
No.
Yes.
Before they leave, the people are quarreling. When they get there, they quarrel. They come back, they say they've done a good job. They have not, what kind of mediocrity is that?
And sometimes when they send them overseas, there are more officials than athletes. So,
Well, you see, this
Yes,
is
sir. Yes, sir.
the kind of society we have. And of course, the fighting people reflects the kind of society we have.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We can never expect people to really spirit the core.
Yes. And I think, sir, now that we are celebrating EDSA, the 20th anniversary, it's a good time to really reflect and look back, as what you said really really hit the mark when you said that, you know, EDSA was about not having an agenda, people coming together, people thinking about the nation, and maybe I hope that people now with this tragedy, as you said, it does serve as a wake-up call to all of us to think not of ourselves, not of our agendas, but to think about the greater good, the amor patria. Diba, General? Amor Patria. Sir, we have to pause for another break, but we're going to continue our discussion, our third and final segment when we return. Guys, more of conversations with General Antonio Sotelo when Philippines Uncut returns.